for your purpose. You hear people say a lot of times your pain is associated with your purpose. The tricycle is a perfect example of that, where her pain is tied to her purpose. Me with my art is tied to my purpose. This was my way of escaping my reality at a young age, so that's why I firmly believe that art is healing. I am standing here before you, and if you only knew all the things that I have encountered as a woman, as a girl, and I grew up in Memphis, you would be very surprised. But I say this because I believe it. So I'm saying this to all of you, that you all have a divine purpose. You have a light inside of you, and no matter what has happened to you, you have what you need inside of you. So I have these three things I want to tell y'all. We all are divine, amazing masterpieces, every one of us. And Scripture tells us that we are created in God's image. That makes us divine. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. That makes us amazing. And we are God's handiwork. We are His masterpiece. So start with loving your damn self. Your divine, amazing masterpiece of self. So that's what this is about.
Thank you. So now, that's awesome. So now our next speaker, you all have the program with you. Our next speaker is here. You should step out.
She'll step out for 1 second.
Okay, come right in. Okay. So our next speaker is on her way up. We have Dr. Yvonne Nelson. Her program is the Diamonds. And she also has the new scene as well. So she's actually going to come in her own way. Dr. Yvonne Nelson.
Hello. Allergy symptoms.
Yes. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. Awesome.
Trash bag is hanging on the door, y'all. I apologize. I don't have a bird, so that's why I was telling y'all about the things I need in the building. I don't have a trash bag.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So the bag is hanging on the door back there.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'd like to introduce you to my assistant today, Ms. Valencia C. Scott. Ms. Scott is a playwright, and she does plays. I'll let you tell her on her tell you about what. But she does plays right here in Memphis, and we have some literature outside for you to pick up that talks about her play and other things that's going on in the community. So, would you like to, before I get started?
I will see you done.
You want to wait? Okay, because it's all tied in. So what I've done is I've brought some pamphlets that were donated by the Tennessee House of Representatives. And my representative right now is Rep. London Lamar. She's a very young African American. She's new to the state rep seat for my district. And I found this online and asked her to give me some before today. And she was able to do that. So I want to say thank you to Representative Lamar. And I have 25 of these. So I'm going to ask Valencia to help me to get those to you. And when we ask you a question, if you get it right, we have some popcorn for you. I believe in eating healthy. So again, my name is Yvonne Nelson. I do aspire to go to school for law. I did learn of a program at the University of Memphis that lets you know whether you're ready or not for that kind of environment. And I do plan to enroll, but I did miss this summer. So I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open for next summer. You're never too old to learn. This one will tell you all that. You're never too old to learn. So these activity books talk about how laws are made. And even though the title of this is Changing Laws, the thing is to try to create laws that are effective in the first place, because it's extremely difficult to change a law, if not impossible. Would you say, officer, that it's, yeah, yes, yeah, yes, kind of not unhappy. You might get pardoned or excused, in other words, for something that you did, but changing the law is pretty much non-existent. So, if you open your books up to the middle, you'll see how a law is made. And laws start out with ideas. We all have ideas for, like, stoplights, things of these nature, to, control traffic. There was a law that was just passed within the last 2 weeks that says, say No More Silence Foundation decides to do a voters registration drive. So all of you people come out, you bring your friends, anybody who's gonna be 18 before the next election, they wanna get signed up so that they can vote for the president in 2020. So they're all excited. They come and fill out the paperwork, and we have some registration forms for you out front. Say some of those forms are filled out incorrectly, and they get sent to Nashville for processing. Nashville now is going to fine No More Silence Foundation for trying to do good in the community by getting people registered to vote, because those forms had errors on it. That's law now. It was somebody's idea. It got passed by the Senate and the House, which is our General Assembly. And once the governor either signs it or holds it for 10 days, it's law. It's just the law. So if you've got an idea, and we all tend to think that our ideas are dumb ideas, there's no such thing as a dumb idea. We've got laws out there because people have texted and drove and had accidents. So no texting and driving became a law. If something happens to you or someone that you love, and you say, well, this shouldn't be, and I really think that something should be done about it, and because it's so close to you, you have an idea of what should be done about it, spread your idea. Spread your love. Call your representative in the state, and I can help you find out who that is. You can go online to Tennessee.gov and look this information up and let them know what your idea is. So that's how laws are made. They start with ideas, as it says, and then it goes through this procedure where if it's a House idea, it becomes a House bill, then the House votes on it, say the House approves it, then it gets written up again, and it goes to the Senate, and then the Senate votes on it, and say the Senate approves it, and then it goes to the formal process to become a law. So that's really how laws are made. So, question time. Yeah. Let's see. Do we have any questions before I ask a question?
Do you have any?
Yes. Oh, we got
Any more?
more. Okay, good.
The last one?
We got a couple more. You need one? Okay. Let me get my glasses while you do that. Oh, whoops. Never mind, they're in the other room. Okay, let's struggle through this. All right. I had a couple of things marked that I may have gone over, and I know you haven't had a lot of time to look at the book, but can anybody say what the General Assembly consists of? We have 2 sections, and I mentioned the names of each section in one of my sentences. Yes, bingo. The House and the Senate. Did everybody get that? And there are like 95 districts in Tennessee. The House has 33 people to represent those, no, 99 people to represent those, and then the district has 33. So can anybody tell me, for the 9th Congressional District, which is where we are in Shelby County, who is our congressman? Raise your hand. Anybody? Come on, you know this. What? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? What's his or her name? Yes, sir.
Steve Coleman.
Yes, sir. 9th Congressional District. See that?
I'm sorry. I didn't know what you. I didn't know. I didn't know.
There are no wrong answers, officers. No. We're glad you're here. Does anybody know who their House of Representatives representative is? Anybody? We have people, is that? And they have large territories. Patrice Robinson? Katrina, next Patrice. For the district, for the House of Representatives? No. I'm thinking city council. Okay, you're right. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, now let's take one from the book. All right, let's see here. So what is the General Assembly another name for? We kind of talked about this at the very beginning. We have, and you named the 2 divisions, and that's actually what it is. It's called officially the General Assembly, but it means the House and the Senate. So, just, if you hear those words, and this book is kind of a great activity book, yeah. You know, learn a little bit about what takes place in this stuff, if you can. They have legislative days where you can go, as they say, on the Hill to Nashville to visit with lawmakers. I've actually done that in Washington, but not in Nashville. But it's very interesting to see them in action and what they do. There are videos and things online. If you have any interest in government, there are 3 branches. Okay, for my seniors, and I don't know that they have government classes in high school anymore, because they just typically teach to the test, teach to the test, teach to the test. And the test doesn't include anything that you need to know in life. I hate to say it, but it really doesn't. We had home ec. We had home ec, taught you how to teach, how to clean, dry clean.
Yeah, dry cleaning. We had a dry cleaning in Hamilton High School.
Hamilton, yeah. It's some people that went to those type classes that have started their businesses based on what they learned. Shoe repair. We had, Votech. But now these classes, like government and stuff, I don't think they still offer those. And so you probably don't know, but there are 3 branches of the government. Yes, sir.
Executive.
No, executive case. Okay, one part per person. Yes, sir. What's another branch of the government? We got one over here. Go ahead. Just 1, 2. One. Oh, yes, who has hands up?
Executive, legislative, and judicial.
Okay. What those were. That's all we did. Now, what does the executive branch do? And who is the executive leader of our country?
I know.
The president, go ahead.
The president.
The president, who is our president today?
Donald Trump.
Okay. and then the officers come and take us. Woo-hoo! And we have one more. This little young lady in the red in the corner, and we have one more. Okay, this is the last popcorn, I'm sorry. She's on this end, Miss Valencia. No, she's on this end, Miss Valencia.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell us what we did executive, we did judicial, can you tell us what the legislative branch of the government does? You didn't have that one?
I think they're not somewhere in here.
I'll wait till you find it, it's in
I
there.
think somewhere in there.
Yes, sir.
He makes the laws, they make the laws.
They do. They enact the laws. Did you get popcorn already? Yes, ma'am, we got a question here.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say that, all seniors must pass the civics test before they can graduate in 12th grade. I'm a teacher with Shelby County Schools, and they must pass that civics test. And if they don't, they keep taking it until they pass, but they cannot graduate.
And they actually start civics in 3rd grade, and it moves progressively throughout to 12th.
So they do teach them these things, but it's not just in class by itself, it's incorporated in social studies or whatever else. And they have to pass the
You must
test.
pass in order to, you must pass that test in order to graduate. Yeah.
Have you passed already?
You made a what?
So now that you passed, wouldn't you like to just volunteer some time at your convenience helping other people to be able to make that 94? That's a great grade. That is awesome.
I do it anyway, like just meeting a person.
Yeah.
In school, like folks who pay attention in and out of that, they got to answer all of them.
Okay. Okay. What about the class behind yours?
I mean, I be here for like my little people, like
Yes.
my 10th graders.
That's all I want to hear.
No worry, no one's down the foundation, go ahead and start, then it will get from the spirit.
Amen. I love it. We need more men. We really do. We got women doing this. This is the year of the woman. Right. But we definitely, we need more men. We commend you for being a man. Yeah. Respect. So it's my time now? Because I could really end at this point, or I can just tell you a little bit about Diamonds and what we do.
That's fine, I got the team going on right after you can check out 2 girls that want to speak, so we
Okay.
just want to give us that very front end.
Yeah.
About what she doing.
You can take on. Okay. I'm gonna make sure you all get cards. I do have a diamonds.org site, but it's been hacked twice, and people are trying to steal my PayPal donations, so it's currently down. And I'm currently using iloveshelbycounty.com because we live in Shelby County. We need to support Shelby County, and Shelby County has a product called News Scene. That's my newsletter. It's online at iloveshelbycounty.com. We're about to publish our 5th edition for May. Comes out the 1st of every month. I have surprises for those of you who go and flip through the page. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just please go look in April edition. Just look at all of them and just preview what's in there. You might see yourself in there after today. But we really started in 1999 with Diamonds. Douglas is my son. Iman, I-M-A-N, is my daughter. And then there are 3 of us. So Diamonds started in 1999. Iman wasn't born yet, but Douglas was. And my house was that one house that's on every block where all the kids come. I wonder why. So with my son and some of his kids, he's like 33, 34 now, they still call me mom. They still come from out of town and say hi. They still remember the things that we did as they were growing up. And it has helped in my feeble mind to help them to become the adults that they are today. It's very important to have role models in your life. So if you are one, please be the best one you can be. Diamonds is also the developmental intervention model for the assessment of neighborhood systems. This is a neighborhood system, and it's an effective one. But how do we know it's effective? Because we monitor it with surveys. We ask the children, what is it that they need to become engaged? What will it take to keep them engaged? I did my dissertation on youth intervention and development. And it's a very important subject because just like you're here today, things like this help you mold yourself into a positive adult. And that's what we do. We work with you with academics. We work with behavior modification and intervention. We work with editing. Do we even know a salad fork from a dinner fork? Things that are lost. Health and wellness. Eating at McDonald's, let me tell y'all, is killing me. I'm skinny for a reason. I stopped eating it. All of that excess fat fell off. And it's okay to do it sometimes, but I was doing it every week. Because guess what? I was too busy. I couldn't cook. I'd make microwave French fries when my son was a baby. Because they actually had them back then. You know, brain his brain. We also, if we believe in social and employment skills, customer service stinks in Memphis. It probably stinks around the world, but I don't see it as much when I travel as I do right here. And we've got to put an end to it. We're paying those salaries. You can't talk to me any kind of way and get away with it. So that's what my meetings are about on Tuesdays at Greater Faith Tabernacle. Again, Diamonds is my nonprofit. We're very proud of our graduates. We're seeing college students now. We're seeing homeowners, people buying cars, making sure that their credit is right. The things that you don't normally hear are the things that we talk about. So again, iloveshelbycounty.com. Please check us out. I'm going to defer to Ms. Scott for just a minute because she's got a play coming up on May 11th. And I want to make sure that you all get cards and information to keep in touch. Ms. Scott, okay, thank you. Yes,
Hello
ma'am.
everyone, my name is Valencia Scott, and I wrote a play called Inner Beauty, and I got inner beauty from the things that I've been through as a child. In my play, I have domestic violence, sexual assault, bullying, and I have children in the play that's been bullied. And everything that's in the play is something that I've been through. And with my play is I want people to be healed, delivered, and set free. Because I see a lot of people walking around with what is called attitude, but it's what the world says is you're beautiful. You're beautiful because God said you are beautiful. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. So everything that I've been through is in the play. You're going to see kids being bullied, and you're going to see how, by them being children, how they're being bullied, they carry it until they're adulthood. Okay, like me. By me being bullied, I got into a relationship where the guy started beating me. Verbal abuse, physical abuse. What you carry from a child, you carry it to your adulthood. So with my play, I want people to be healed, delivered, and set free. I'm going to have ministers there to pray for people because I want this to really get out because I see so many people walking around with this thing called a mask. You know, looking at me, y'all think I got it going on, don't it? But I have been broken. But God has built me to put this out so people can be healed, delivered, and set free. And it's not only for girls, it's for guys too. Because I see a lot of my young brothers walk around without no fathers. And when you don't have no fathers, you know, they turn to the streets and things like that. They don't have anybody. But I have learned through all of this that I've been through with this inner beauty thing. I thank God for allowing me to go through all that I had to go through so I can help His people. So that is what Inner Beauty is about. I'm on Facebook. I already done the play about 3 times, so if you want to see the play, it is on my page. But I'm just doing skits right now, but I have a real big play. I'm going to different churches because I really wanted to get out. But my name is Valencia Scott, and Inner Beauty is my thing. And thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Ms. Wilson, we ready?
Okay, awesome. All right, I heard that you guys are still having a good time. You're learning a lot of information. A lot of nuggets to take back with you. Y'all gonna tweet some of that tonight, right? Right. Memphis Business Academy. She actually helped spearhead, if I'm not mistaken, the Memphis Girls Rock Conference. Outreach program puts on annually to bring about 2,000, 3,000 or more children, school girls from age, I think they're 8th grade, anywhere from 8th grade to 12th grade. They bring them in. I have opportunities to speak as well at those conferences, and I got to meet this brilliant young lady right here. So she's one of the teams that's going to speak out today, and she's going to come up in her own way. Marquita Yabro.
So I want to start off, put my phone on. So for starters, I have been attacked by a boy this past year. This is my senior year. It started at the beginning of the year, and I feel like, it was okay. I tried to bypass and everything, but it humiliated me within my time being. I felt like, okay, well, I wanted to be cool with nobody. Nobody liked me. I had no friends, but I thought about being your own friend is the best friend that you could ever have. So I was like, okay, wait. If I put me and myself and I together, I got me. So I started working on my outer self, of course. As you can see, I'm dolled up today. Even though I'm going to sweat it off in a minute. But I'm dolled up today to show that I can smile, but everyone has been through everything. Everything happens for a reason. So I put this together to speak. Yeah, I'm nervous. Okay. I was worried in my youth years, shy life. I struggled inward to feel successful, valued, and to make what I felt was a positive contribution in the world. I thought I was brave, but I wasn't. Not by a long shot. I was afraid all the time, and I didn't muster the courage to speak up and stand up for myself or for others. I didn't have the strength to take on that which was wrong and unfair, glaring me, of course, like if I showed my true feelings. I hide my emotions, I hide my feelings, because I feel like I don't want to appear to other people as, oh, I'm hurt, I'm sad, or I don't feel comfortable in my own skin. And I was deeply afraid that I would never know enough to even belong with anyone or be powerful with the name Marquita. Oh yeah, I'm about to cry. So many of the young people I communicate with and hang around with are afraid to communicate powerfully and confidentially. They even committed suicide. Either got in gangs, got affiliated with this guy and this girl, hung out with this friend and that friend, but led them down the wrong road. They have damaged experience in life that taught them they'd be punished if they speak bravely about it. Well, I'm standing upon you today to say I'm able to speak. I want to help my fellow classmates, fellow peers, and everyone to speak up. I want to be your voice. I started the Memphis Girls Rock program to speak. I love to see smiles. I love to see energy. Energy motivates me that I'm doing something right. I like to see other people happy. That's something that I wake up every morning and be like, you did something good. I love it. I wouldn't have got this pretty without the makeup, because I'm beautiful with my natural skin. And it took a lot for me to get comfortable.
Go ahead.
I just noticed your boldness. So, what do you do to make, not to be shy? I just noticed how bold you were. It's kind of hard sometimes, I'm sure, for young people to speak and to speak up. So, what things do you do? What strategies do you do to be bold and to speak powerfully?
This don't think of it. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Can't nobody tell you who you are. You are who you say you are.
Come on,
you're the best thing that's walking around here. Is that you? Yes, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Next we have Camilla Johnson. She's a graduate of Overton High School. She's my little baby, and this is a doctor that I snatched up. But no, she's been actually participating in the program, but actually since we've been out the ground. She actually came in with her own personal story, and then she just put a helping hand wherever I needed it, wherever I wanted it. And she brought her boyfriend as well, and they just come in and they just help. Anything that I need, Camilla's Mom, what you want, Mom, what you need, Mom, I got you, what you need. So her and Lyrica good friends, and like I said, they go from Overton High School. So that's Camilla. Come on up with her own.
All right.
Hello. Okay, so like she said, I'm Camilla. If y'all know me from like Facing History or Overton, I also go by Cam because it's easier than Camilla most times. So today I was kind of asked to speak about like the violence in the community and like how it affects me and my personal life and everything. So I'm currently a junior at the University of Memphis, and I double major with psychology and criminal justice because I plan on going to law enforcement after I graduate. So I've kind of been, studying the more structural part of the criminal justice system while also looking at the my own personal experiences with the criminal justice system. And I think the most influential part of it, a part of my college career so far, is that I recently just got finished taking a class. It's called the Inside Out Prison Exchange Program. It was where 15 U of M students. We went to the Shelby County Correctional Center and was actually taking a course with about 15 of the inmates. We were taking it with all the female inmates. And for me, that was, I don't know, it was just very different for me because like when you think of like prison, you think of all these negative things like, oh, they deserve to be in there. You know, they committed the crime, that's where they should be and everything. And actually getting to know a lot of the people that were in jail made me think about like the reason why some of the people are where they are today. So it's not always, they just didn't want to make the right decision or anything. A lot of the women that I ended up talking to, a lot of them have been sexually abused. I remember there was one day in class where my professor, we did a victimization thing. And one of the questions, she gave us a sheet of paper, and one of the questions that was on the paper was to put down a line if you had ever been like physically, sexually, emotionally abused. Now there were 28 people in the class, but the tally marks added up to over 150.
Wow.
And just looking at that, we were talking about how some of the U of M students, how we had been through some of the same things that some of the inmates had been through. And yet, there could have been just like one factor that put our past in a separate way. And a lot of the women that we were talking to, a lot of them had been abused from like a young age, and they started getting into drugs, they started drinking, they started sleeping around, having families. A lot of the women, they are mothers, and they were telling us that, even though they had children and everything, they know that what they did, were hurting their children, but they never got the help that they need. They started self-medicating with the drugs, self-medicating with the alcohol and everything. And so with the violence in the community, I think one thing that we should start to look at is, that's why I like this organization, because she starts at a young age. And a lot of the problems that come up when you're an adult, it starts when you're young. My mom, she teaches at an elementary school, and one of her students just got suspended for 7 weeks. A lot of her other students have been abused in some kind of way. Some of them, they don't have things like coats and everything. I remember one year, it was very cold. One of the kids came to school every day, he didn't have a coat. And so they got donations and was able to get him a coat. And then about a few days later, they noticed he wasn't wearing it. Then his mom came in, and his mom had on the coat that they had donated to give to him. So that's what I said. I like this organization because it starts with the young children, because a lot of the stuff that happens when you're young, if you're not getting the help you need at that young age, it starts to fester up, and then you start doing things that you shouldn't be doing to try to make yourself feel better and everything. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting over a sickness. I've had the flu for the past couple of days, so my voice, having some breathing issues and everything. So, like I was saying, one thing that, you know, we should start doing is try to focus on how to intervene with these children before they get into the criminal justice system, before they have those negative impacts, you know, the negative peers and everything. And then I think another thing that I've seen kind of impact the system, when I was, I'm taking a criminology class this semester, so we actually look at like the statistics and everything with the crime rate in Memphis, and my professor was telling me that a big portion of the crimes that are happening come from domestic violence. So I don't know how personally this would be something that we could do, but I know one thing that you know, when he told us that, I was thinking about was this organization, because it deals with, you know, sexual abuse and domestic violence. So if we could kind of intervene and like stop that domestic violence when it's happening, then I don't know how like the crime rate works completely, but I think part of that could help the crime in Memphis come down, especially if a young child is in a family where the father and the mother are constantly fighting, and then they go out and start doing things that they shouldn't be doing because they can't